This year, the Paris International Financial Forum takes place in a particularly favorable context. On one hand, it comes at a time when the perception of France has improved considerably at the international level, thanks to President Macron's strong actions and the effective implementation of the reforms he announced. On the other hand, the Brexit context already leads to first announcements of financial activities relocations towards continental Europe and especially in Paris. So I think that there is a new momentum now for Europe and particularly for France, which greatly enjoys an image of stability in a disruptive world.
Moreover, this year we will celebrate two anniversaries. First, the 25th anniversary of the establishment of the European single market and the revival of a new European dynamic is crucial for the Paris Financial Center, with a high priority that we are given to build the European Capital Market Union. Secondly, and more modestly, the launching of Paris EUROPLACE 25 years ago. We believe that we have accomplished an important journey, including pushing forward reforms to improve the attractiveness of France and developing industrial and research projects in the framework of the competitiveness cluster Finance Innovation that we have launched in 2007.
Our message is clear, informing that international investors are developing their position in Europe and precisely in France, both in terms of industrial and financial investment. The Paris Financial Center offers today several key assets, since Paris is the only global city in the European Union at the same level of London. It relies on the fifth economy at the global level. It benefits from the presence of large international companies and an effective banking and financial sector. Furthermore, the Paris Financial Center benefits from a more favorable regulatory and fiscal environment, thanks to reforms decided by Emmanuel Macron. And the first announcements of major American banks and investment funds position Paris as a leading financial center in continental Europe, ahead of Frankfurt.
Let me add that Paris is positioning itself as the financial center of the future in Europe, with a pole position in the sectors of tomorrow, such as innovation and fintech, green finance, green and sustainable finance, and infrastructure financing, which are our key priorities for the coming years.
The Paris Marketplace 2020 committee, chaired by Bruno Le Maire, the French Minister of Finance, set out three main priority action areas to position Paris as the financial center of the future in Europe. First, to pursue reforms aiming at improving the competitiveness and attractiveness of Paris. Second, developing new industrial projects, including the three sectors that you mentioned, Arnaud. And last, strengthening the influence and outreach of the Paris Financial Center.
Competitiveness is a very high priority, and as from now, we need to enhance ongoing reforms for the development of long-term savings, with a focus on pension savings in France and its channeling towards the equity financing of companies to support growth, resumption, and employment. It's a reason for which we support very much the PACT project, which has been launched by the government. It is clearly a high priority at the national level in order to accelerate economic growth and to maintain the control of our companies and our decision centers.